Hey, welcome back to Psych Culture. If you're new here, we love diving deep into the fascinating topics about society, psychology, and culture. And today, we're embarking on a thrilling journey into the differences between two generations that are shaping our world today, Generation Y and Generation Z. So, grab your popcorn, your interest, and let's get going. But first, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell so you'll be alerted whenever we drop another deep dive. Alright, let's get started. Let's kick things off by understanding who falls into these generations. Generation Y, also known as Millennials, typically include those born between 1981 and 1996, while Generation Z, also known as Post-Millennials or the I generation, includes those born from 1997 onwards. 1. Technology adoption. Yes, both generations are tech-savvy, but how they've interacted with technology is different. Millennials grew up during the advent of the internet, experiencing the transition from dial-up connections to high-speed internet. Gen Z, on the other hand, was born into a world where high-speed internet, smartphones, and social media were already a thing. This means Gen Z tends to be more comfortable with technology, expecting it to be fast, functional, and on demand. Scientists attribute this to the landscape of fear theory. The technology landscape was unknown for millennials, while it's a familiar playground for Gen Z. This changes their perception and usage significantly. 2. Economic outlook. Millennials came of age during the Great Recession and have had a slower start economically. This has led to a more cautious approach to money. Conversely, Gen Z, who is now entering the workforce, is more optimistic about the economy but also concerned about things like job security and the cost of education. Psychologists term this as the scarcity versus abundance mindset. Economic conditions during formative years shape this mindset, affecting how these generations view finances. 3. Social issues and activism. Both Gen Y and Z care about social issues, but the ways they engage are different. Millennials have been key drivers of social networks, using them to share, promote, and discuss social issues. Gen Z, however, has grown up witnessing the impact of such online discussions and are more action-driven, often leading and participating in real-world changes. Science explains this through social learning theory. Gen Z has learned from the online activism of millennials and evolved their approach. 4. Education and work expectations. Millennials are often regarded as the most educated generation. They highly value formal education and are often willing to take on debt for it. On the other hand, Gen Z tends to be more skeptical about the cost of education and is exploring alternatives like online courses, trade schools, or jumping straight into the workforce. Similarly, at work, millennials, who were raised in a time of economic prosperity, generally prefer meaningful work and a collaborative environment. Meanwhile, Gen Z, having seen the struggles of millennials, prioritize job stability and financial security. Cognitive dissonance theory explains these shifts. Gen Z has observed the high debt, underemployment issues of millennials and is making different choices to avoid that dissonance. 5. Communication styles. Millennials are often comfortable with emails and phone calls, while Gen Z tends to prefer quicker, more visual forms of communication like emojis, memes, or videos on platforms like Snapchat or TikTok. This is attributed to the evolution of technology and its influence on human interaction, a phenomenon studied under communication theory. 6. Privacy views. Millennials, who witnessed the dawn of social media, were more comfortable sharing their lives online. However, privacy concerns have grown over time, and Gen Z tends to be more cautious, choosing platforms where their posts disappear after a while, or using pseudonyms. Researchers attribute this to the risk society theory, where growing up in an era of increased awareness about digital risks, Gen Z is more guarded about their online privacy. So there you have it, folks. 6 fascinating differences between Generation Y and Z. Remember, These are generalized observations, and not everyone in a generation will fit these descriptions. Each person is a unique mix of their inherent personality, environment, experiences, and of course, the time they grow up in. It's this complex mixture that truly shapes us. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below. Which generation do you belong to, and how do you relate to these differences? Let's continue the conversation. And remember to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into fascinating topics. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.